Good morning, New Canaan High School.
I'm Austin Pelly coming to you live from the NCTV studio. Today is November 4th and a day C.
And I'm Jack Dayhill. Before we can get to the rest of the broadcast, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now this past Monday, our school participated in a mock election led by the senior civics classes. With overwhelming turnouts, the results are in. Drum roll, please. With 46.8% of the votes, the winner is Donald Trump and Mike Pence. In second with 36.3% is Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine. Third was Gary Johnson and William Weld with 10.6%. And bringing up the rear is Jill Stein and Ajamu Baraka with 6.4%. NCTV caught up with Mr. Joshi, one of the history teachers in charge of this event, to get his take on the election.
I think it went well in the sense that we had over 80% of students participate in the mock election, which is a very high number, which is actually higher than the number that voters will be participating in the election on Tuesday. So I was pleased by that. I also thought that the civics class that helped run the mock election did an excellent job of manning the voting booths and also encouraging students to vote. So I was really happy with that.
Thanks, Mr. Joshi. And although this election was modeled after the real thing, there are some key differences to be on the lookout for. For the real elections on Tuesday, the ballots will include candidates for more local positions, and this year it's especially important to vote as two clauses in New Canaan's charter will be voted upon. So for all you 18-year-olds, do some research this weekend and be ready to hit the polls Tuesday with your informed decisions. And for everyone else, enjoy your day off. And if you want to read more about the mock election, head over to the nchscourant.com.
For all students with missing work, watch out because today is officially the last day of the first quarter. Make sure to hand in all of your missing or late assignments by the end of the day today in order to receive credit. And seniors, check Naviance now because some colleges require you to submit your first quarter grades. NCTV caught up with Ms. Rivera to find out how to send in these grades and what to consider during this process.
First quarter grades, first take a look at them and then come in to see Mrs. Granite. She will give you a form to fill out to send them. Once you have filled out the form and given them to her, she will send them very quickly, so you won't be able to take this decision back. So be careful about deciding whether you want to send them or not.
Thanks, Ms. Rivera. And if you still have questions regarding this or any of the application process, stop by to see her or Ms. Carroll in the College and Career Center. Now with November 1st quarter winding down, don't completely back out of those deadlines quite yet. This Monday, November 7th, is the last day to submit pieces for the upcoming art show, Draw the Line, where the theme can be anything involving lines. As we mentioned, last week's submissions can be anything ranging from sketches to sculptures, and even short films can be submitted. So this is a great opportunity to showcase your many artistic talents and explore new mediums.
On Monday, if you thought you spotted Principal Egan in a penguin suit, you weren't hallucinating from all that Halloween candy. Mr. Egan won the annual Charity Link Penguin Suit Contest for the second year in a row, raising $366.62 for CARE.org, an aid and refugee organization for Haiti. For those of you who missed Mr. Egan waddling the halls, don't fret. Check NCTV's Instagram to see a picture we posted from that day. Thank you to everyone who donated to this meaningful cause.
I gotta say, Jack, Wednesday night, Cubs vs. Indians,
man.
Game 7, extra innings.
It was incredible.
That was a nail-biter of a World Series.
Oh, no doubt, Austin. And I never lost faith in my Cubbies, and I'm thrilled with the result. I'm so happy for them. But to see how our own sports teams are holding up, let's go now to a new face behind the desk, my boy, Schaefer Jones, for his first Rams Sports Report. Schaefer, let's hear it.
Thanks, guys. For the first time behind the sports desk, I'm Schaefer Jones, and this is the Rams Sports Report. Well, guys, as you had just mentioned, Wednesday night was the 7th game of the World Series, and it proved to be a historic one at that. The Cubs would go on to beat the Indians 8-7 in extra innings. And not only did the Cubs make a remarkable comeback with 3 consecutive wins to clinch the series, but this would also mark the first time in 108 years that the Cubs have taken the pennant, ending the longest drought in MLB history. Shout out to all the Cubs fans. Speaking of teams that are geared up for the playoffs, the girls field hockey team faced off against Norwalk in a tough matchup last Saturday night. Although New Canaan both outshot and outcornered the Bears, they were down 2-0 at the half. Despite a late goal to close the gap, the Rams could not overcome the halftime lead as they would lose this one 2-1. The Rams dropped to 11-5-1 on the season, and they'll have to wait until Tuesday, November 8th to resume play in the first round of states. Now, from one states-bound team to the next, we pass the baton over to cross country. The trip to Wickham Park in Manchester resulted in some fine performances for both the boys and the girls teams, each cracking the top 8 in the SEAC Class L races on Saturday afternoon. Junior Alex Urban led the boys with a time of 17 minutes and 20 seconds, placing 15th overall, helping lead the boys to a 6th place finish. Nice job, Alex. The girls did just as well, scoring 194 points and took 8th place as a team. The lineup of 6 girls featured 4 underclassmen, which bodes well for the future of the program. New Canaan's Elena Tiller had a big day as the sophomore led the Rams with a time of just over 21 minutes and 1 second to take 22nd place. You go, girl. The Rams volleyball team hosted the Warriors in their season closer, also senior night last Thursday, and it was a great matchup. This truly was the night of the seniors as they would all go on to have a stellar night. With performances from senior and co-captain Maggie Tenson, Paige Skirm, and Sienna Potenzo, the girls finished the night in what truly was a dominant showing. Great job, ladies. The Rams football team went absolutely buck wild this past Friday night, shutting out the Bears 43-0. In terms of total offensive yards, the boys outgained the Bears 513-34. Ryan O'Connell put up numbers better than half my fantasy team, rushing for 42 yards and receiving for another 66. O'Connell had a monster game even without the 2 touchdowns he put up in both categories. Something must be in the water over there at the O'Connell house. His younger brother Quinton also had a big game, hauling in 7 receptions for 146 yards and a touchdown. Wow. Freshman quarterback Drew Pine also impressed with a completion percentage of over 72%. He threw for 237 yards and 3 touchdowns. Pine also led New Canaan with 57 yards rushing. Dope job, Pine. Well, Jack and Austin, that's it for me. I'm Schaefer Jones, and as always, hail NC.
Thanks, Schaefer, and I gotta say, welcome to the team. It is great to have you.
Welcome to the family, Schaefer.
Now, Jack, even though Halloween is past, I'm not ready to give up on fall quite yet.
Me neither.
But with the varied weather we've been having lately, it's kind of hard to tell what this weekend will have in store.
I know exactly what you mean, Austin. And to find out if I'll need to break out my winter coat early, let's head over to Max Lavasser to find out what this weekend weather will look like. What's up, Max?
Thanks, guys. Today's the start of our first November weekend, and just like that, you're going to see a change in this weekend's weather. Good morning, everyone. I'm Max Lavasser, and I'm here to tell you what's up with this weekend's weather. Well, everyone, this weekend is looking to be fairly nice when it comes to the weather conditions. However, when the temperatures are going to drop down, sorry about that. Today is looking to be a magnificently sunny day with the temperatures reaching a high into the 50s and a low into the 30s tonight. And once again, tomorrow is going to be another sunny day with the temperatures reaching a high in the 50s and a low in the 40s. Keeping up with the good fortune, Sunday is going to be another sunny day with the clouds here and there. And not only that, but the temperatures will be reaching a high in the 50s and a low in the 30s. Well, NCHS, that's it for me. And I hope everyone enjoys this first November weekend. And great job to everyone for a first amazing quarter. For NCTV, this has been Max Lavasser. And to you guys at the desk, back to you.
Thanks, Max. Now, before we go, we would like to wish a very happy birthday to Robert Gibbons and Alana Tangini. If you have any announcements, be sure to email us at nctv78@gmail.com or tweet at us at nctv78 a week before the Friday broadcast. This has been Austin Pelly.
And I'm Jack Dayhill. Quick shout out to a man of honor, the model of what NCTV anchors aspire to be, Walter Cronkite, who would have been turning 100 today. As you guys were voting on Monday, Austin and I hit the halls to find out which of the candidates the students at NCHS here will be supporting. If you have some downtime this weekend, tune in to Channel 78 to catch 2 of the field hockey games airing on the channel. Have a great weekend, New Canaan High School.
Definitely the craziest election I've ever seen. So I decided that I was going to hit the halls and try to find out a little bit about the political culture of NCHS. And if you don't mind disclosing, who did you vote for?
I voted for Hillary.
Of course, Donald Trump.
I voted for Hillary Clinton.
I voted for Trump.
I voted for Gary Johnson.
And what led you to vote for Gary Johnson?
His open-mindedness for everything.
Do you think it'll change the political climate of the school at all, or at least get kids more aware about the political process?
Yeah, I do. It'll show like what other people are thinking.
Yeah, I actually did see a couple people, like people are talking about it more, like within the school. So I guess, yeah, it is helping.
But I'm not a citizen, so.
Oh, so you can't vote in the November 8th?
No.
Did you just record? No, sir, please. Investigative journalism. Sir. Would you, sir. We're here. We're outside the New Canaan High School bathroom. I just want the truth. I just want answers. I always get my man. Ha 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 ha. Thank you.
respect.